Hello everyone, welcome to Fiaura, and welcome to this review of the new premium, the WZ-1224. Now I've been putting off doing this review because I really wanted to get some battle experience in it. As you can imagine, that has been semi-difficult for me. I now have 8 battles in it, and I kind of have a feel for how it plays. Let's have a look-see. So for a start, your armor is actually pretty damn good. Without factoring in angle of impact, this is 280 millimeters thick on the front, and the turret is just obscene. So that's good news. Now there is a weak spot here in the turret ring. There's another one up here in the commander's hatches, in these 2 hatches. This driver's hatch over here is a bit of a weak spot, and this lower plate isn't 280 millimeters thick, but well angled, can still block most shots. The side armor on this tank is also razor thin. If you have the side of your hull exposed, you will pay for it. Now, the tank is interesting because this is basically China's attempt at taking all of the different stuff of the West and of Russia and putting it together into how should I put this? Putting it all together into one tank, which is just weird. It's just weird. Okay, let's just be honest. This tank has never had any combat experience. It was just developed as a prototype, as far as I can tell. It was never actually entered mass production. And I believe, who does it fall? Oh, it falls under the Zen's over here. It falls under his particular brand of tanks. So yeah, it was just an experimental tank. And they instead decided to build a different tank at the end of the day. So, all that said, what do we get for our money? How much does this thing cost? Well, it's the only Tier 5 premium in existence right now, as you guys can see. Other than the Chieftain Mach 6, which you can only get through codes, which yes, I do still have Chieftain codes at the time of making of this video. But let's take a look at the WZ versus its competitors. We have the T-72. We have the M60A3. We have the Leopard 1A5. And we have the Chieftain Mach 6. There's a lot of competitors for this one. And we have the Chieftain Mach 5. We're also going to compare its gun characteristics against the ERC, as well as its armor hold capabilities. So let's start with comparing it against the ERC. It does not out damage in terms of damage per minute against the ERC, even though mine is loaded for damage per minute, i.e. firing more shells more quickly. The ERC, however, can't actually penetrate its frontal armor. Just can't. You have to flank this thing for the ERC to be effective. It's the first tank that we've really seen that from it. This is kind of the tier where tanks start getting that, you know, tanks that aren't main battle tanks can't pin each other from the front. That's kind of how it goes, because that's what's going on here. So ERC is still kind of champion in terms of damage per minute and just sheer rate of fire, but penetration not going to cut it. Now let's compare it to its first main battle tank opponent, the Chieftain Mach 5. The Chieftain Mach 5 has inferior penetration, superior damage, despite the fact they both have 120 mil guns. One of two, the Chieftain Mach 5 and Mach 6 are now not the only tanks with 120s. It does, however, have inferior damage per minute. Its armor is definitely lackluster in comparison to the WZs, both in terms of the turret and the hull, believe it or not. And it's slower. Of course it's slower, it's a Chieftain. The WZ is also better camouflaged, slightly less view range, but the big thing about the WZ that's always going to be a pain in your ass, no gun depression and little to no elevation either. I only think you get like 7 or 8 degrees of elevation on top of only 3 degrees of depression. You're also just as accurate as the Chieftain, and you take longer to aim. But your turret's faster, and you do have a better hull traverse. Chieftain Mark 6, well, the Chieftain Mark 6 is basically a stock Chieftain. We know where this is going now. Take a look at the versus the Leopard 1A5. You have better pen, inferior damage. Leopard has a 105 gun, but you do have a higher damage per minute when you're geared out like this for sheer rate of fire. You have less hit points than the Leopard, but you have significantly better armor. The Leopard 1A5 will have trouble penetrating your front plates. Just fair warning to Leopard 1A5 drivers, including myself, you have trouble penetrating the front plates on this thing. But the Leopard 1 is faster to accelerate even if they share the same top speed. Also, the Leopard 1A5 has a loader, which means this damage per minute and reload rate can improve to be superior if your loader's maxed out, whereas the WZ does not have a loader. It's an automatic loading system. Same camouflage rating, but the Leopard 1A5 has significantly better view range, better depression, slightly slower traverse on the turret, but better hull traverse, by the way. Not as accurate, but quicker aim time. There you go. And these are all fully upgraded tanks. Against the M60A3, the Super Patton, exact same damage. Slightly better pen on the WZ. WZ can get a better damage per minute. WZ has less hit points, but more armor. And to be honest, the WZ has trouble penetrating itself from the front. I'm just going to be honest with you. It has trouble penning itself from the front. You're faster. Just about everything's faster than the Super Patton, though. You're better camouflaged, but you have less view range. Kind of a common characteristic with Chinese vehicles. You're blind. Horrifically bad gun depression is still worse than everyone else's. Same accuracy, slightly like a smidgen better aim time. Smidgen. But you are more whippy than the M60. The T-72 Ural. Same penetration. You are now matched for highest pen at Tier 5. Better damage per minute. Slight lower alpha strike damage. More hit points. Better armor on the front. Terrible armor on the side. You have technically better armor on the turret when you take into account the turret modifier against everything except shape charge. Yeah, missiles are the bane of this thing's existence. We'll see that in the video. And you also have better sloping on your frontal armor, and you have better side armor on your side of your turret. But again, missiles are the bane of your existence. You're slightly faster than the T-72, both in acceleration and top speed. You don't have as much camouflage. You can see further. T-72 finally beats someone on gun depression! But the T-72 is not as whippy as the in terms of traverse speed of turret and hull versus the WZ. You get a quicker aim time, better accuracy as well. So, what we kind of have here is a very heavily frontal armored beast. Lots of front armor. A decently fast aim time, a very accurate gun for its tier anyway. And a tank that is really, really in trouble against shape charge rounds. Such as missiles. Missile, 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 missile. You'd be surprised how often switching to heat might actually benefit you in comparison to continuing to fire sabot at it. I'll give you the example here. When we switch to shape charge, 125 millimeters of armor is lost on that turret. On the front. And on the sides, almost 100 millimeters is lost, and on the rear, even more. So basically, this is a tank you want to hurl shape charges at. You can, in theory now, you have an okay chance of penetrating with a heat shell from a T-72 against the front plate of that turret. You have to get a high roll on the pen, but you can do it. You also will be able to penetrate this side area regularly, which means more damage for you. But more importantly, when we take into account stuff like the Fox's missiles, they can just literally punch the turret. Because the turret only has 300 armor. It doesn't matter, almost doesn't matter the angle of impact. The Milan missile will punch it. The BMP-2's missile will punch it. The BMD's missile will punch it. I don't know how much I got to go over this. And, of course, the TOW missile will punch it. So, there you go. Missile, missile, missile. Right at the turret. It'll go right in. All day long. Also the hull. It'll penetrate the upper front plate of the hull sometimes. Particularly below this water shield down here. So that's how you kill it. Let's go over what you equip it with. I prefer Freya. You can also equip it with Philip, Inosis, Juan, or Victor, based on your personal preference. This is a very flexible tank. Crew-wise, spin it to win it, because you already have a really fast hull traverse. Make it even better, and then get off-road driving. Or smooth ride, your choice. Quick draw, really helpful. Shoot from the hip, really helpful. Just saying. You can't get rapid fire on this vehicle. Ammunition, you got a lot of ammo to play with. So you got a big ammunition load of 48 shells to have some fun with. So figure out a good ammunition load for me. This works for me. You guys might want to take more Sabo or more heat, up to you. Standard consumable layout, because energy drinks are not going to increase your reload speed because you don't have a loader. Retrofit wise, now this is the interesting part with this tank. It's got 3 universal retrofit slots. Only vehicle in the game with 3 of them. You can load this however you want. Fully customizable vehicle. It's one of the selling points to it. You can go all armor. You can go all in on the armor if you really want to go all in on the armor. You can go all in on reload, or you can go all in on alpha damage. You can go all mobility. You can go all technology. Don't know why you go all technology on a main battle tank, but hey, I'm not one to judge that one. If you want to do it, you do it. I'm just going to say you're probably not going to have a good time. I personally went with the advanced thermal sleeve, the augmented breech lock, and the enhanced shell materials, giving me a very, very good improvement on my larger aim circle accuracy and on moving accuracy, while at the same time reducing my reload rate all the way down when combined with Freya to really fast. I do believe I'm down to 5.5 seconds on my reload rate. But enough about theory. Let's take this into a PvP battle and a PvE battle and show you guys what it's all about.
No, Russian bias.
Pipelines. I'm going refinery. I don't care about you.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, that's the best position for this vehicle.
Alright guys, let's see here. How are we on goals today?
To be fair, best position is camp boost.
Alright, we're 2 subscribers short of the first subscriber goal, and we have no shrink kit funding, so those goals aren't even in play yet.
Which side is that?
The north.
You really gave yours an armor retrofit?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm just kind of surprised you gave it an armor retrofit.
Yeah, I kind of like the health points. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, you get like 100 and something extra. Which has saved my life more than once, by the way.
You wouldn't like me then.
A what?
Take a guess what my reload is.
Tell me.
5.56 and my aim time is 1.9.
That's pretty good.
But my reload is 9 seconds.
I basically went all aim time, all reload.
Yeah, I think I went for aim time as well with reload. I'm not sure. I put like I think I put internal hull, like internal whatever it's called, like that gives the extra health points. And then I went for aim time and reload.
Yeah, I just passed up extra health, and I'm like, I don't need extra health. I want to try to do damage.
I have like 150 extra health. I mean.
Yeah, you've got almost half a shot of extra health.
That can save you.
Sometimes.
Alright, I'm going.
Well, it's the same with reload. Reload is not going to save you all the time as well.
True.
I'm going here. Because Russian bias.
Well, I'm going balls deep again.
I'm right with you.
Oh crap.
Sure. Why are you so far behind?
I'm not far behind. I'm just this spot. Because otherwise we would get pushed over.
M60's focus on me.
Yeah. Oh, let's see what I can do. Really critical angle. For it.
M60.
I missed. Shit. Come on. There's M60 back there. Did I hit him?
How the hell did you hit that M60? The chieftain.
Really need some fire on these guys above us.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just gonna take one more hit and then I'm here. Crap. Alright, I'm out of here. I'm gonna help you.
Damn.
I'm gonna help you.
Good.
What are you doing?
What just happened?
I don't know. I don't know why Rydek just charged.
Because I'm crazy.
Yeah, crazy is.
And died, and now I have no help.
I'm coming.
I don't know why you took your time.
I didn't take my time, I just went on another way.
You took your time, be honest.
You took your time.
I took my time.
I mean, we charged all the way over there.
Hey, I need sometimes need a vacation.
Dude, you were on the left, you were on one side. How long can it take for a T-72
I
to
need
go
a
from one side to
vacation.
the other and then drive upwards?
I need a vacation.
I've
Like,
done
are you having
2,600
hamsters
damage
in your
now.
engine?
Hurry up! Oh, snap! Ammo rack!
Hi.
Ammo
This
rack.
Dago hugs for $5.
Fun times for
Let's
whole
go.
family.
Reloading.
Can you hit that shift then?
Yep.
Yeah, you can.
Get a quick sneaky shot in.
So we're belly. This M60 is going to go around.
Ooh, nice one. And artillery just comes in.
Yeah,
strong,
already
eh?
just slapped me.
Just go in now.
Oh, sorry.
I don't have any gun depression. I had the position correctly.
Yeah.
Oh, I blocked you.
You need to move.
Ow,
That artillery's
fucking
just gonna-
Artie.
Yeah, artillery's just gonna keep focusing on you for now. Don't forget you still have that M60 above you. And he's gonna fire
Yeah,
into
and
you.
Artie just fired again. I wish our Artie would produce some counter battery.
To be fair, the amount of army that don't know how counter batteries work.
Yeah, they're helping you out.
Alright, they're doing a good job. They actually killed that.
Incoming missile, I'm about to die.
This shouldn't be a win.
Nah.
If we,
I would be a good nurse. Now, who gets a
I'm
bag
just
of
gonna say
hugs?
that.
Here you go, Striker. Here's your bag of hugs.
It's a win. Stop complaining. If it's a loss, you complain. It's a win, you complain.
I complain when I die, and I should not have died because I'm
Yeah.
looking up and
No, I'm
going,
not
where
talking
the hell
about
is the
you, Fiaura.
goddamn
I'm talking
team?
about Sure right now.
but that's,
Yeah.
I'm actually complaining about the same thing as Fiaura. We shouldn't have died there.
There was no reason for us to die there, except for camping fucking team. When the survivors combined didn't do the damage of our platoon, that's how shitty our team was.
I count 955, 984. Wow, you did 5k. Oh, Fiaura. You really
The
did.
top 3 survivors, the first 3 survivors on our team, did the same damage I did combined. That's how crappy they were playing.
Fiaura, please nerf.
I mitigated 4,000 damage and issued 5,200.
I said it. Fiaura OP. Just check something.
It's just really pathetic when I look up and go, what are you guys doing? Get in here already, Jesus!
Yeah, I was really thinking about the old issue of the main battle tank sticking in the background. Why don't...
Alright, so we are here on Direwolf in our WZ. As you can see, it's quite the popular vehicle among people because there's 3 of them with us. We're going to see what it can do in a PvE battle. I hope you guys enjoyed the PvE footage. I cut it a little short because once I blew up, we were no longer actually looking at the tank and we were just kind of waiting on the team to get their heads out of their asses. So as you can see, I've got a 5.56 reload as promised in the garage. And, yeah. It's not the quickest thing, but the thing is, it keeps accelerating at the same rate once it hits 32 as when you first started off. Oh, I missed him. And that is a T-90. Oh, I got his track at least. I'm firing heat, that's part of the problem. Oh my god, gun. There's a hit. Finally. Did mention this thing doesn't have the best accuracy in the world, right? Alright, he's got it. I'm going to turn. Nope. Nope on you. Hi there. How are you doing? You would steal that. Just had very, very strong. I've only fought AFV so far, really. The computer hasn't really been targeting me, which you guys saw in the PvP footage. Very strong frontal armor. Really? I have no gun depression. Get back here. I have no gun depth. Oh my god, will you go where I'm pointed? Silence the gunner. Oof. Oh, screw off. Oh my god, he has... Get back here. I am gonna eat you for breakfast. Side armor is so freaking weak on this thing. It doesn't even take like a sliver and you get penetrated. Eat my heat shells. It's been a while since I played a PvE battle. Let's go ahead and repair up. That freaking expeditionary tank just got outflanked and owned me. There's a defect with this vehicle. If they even have slivers. Like, I have been penetrated in this thing by BMP-2s, and all he had was like maybe 10 degrees of side armor to shoot at. Also, that's kind of the very high end of what the gun is capable of. What's the max on this thing? I don't think it's very high. 476, yeah. 46 is kind of the high end for the heat shell. Oh my god. Fiaura, aim straight. Come on, Fiaura, remember the rule. Aim small, miss small. We're actually top on damage right now. Surprisingly. This is on hard. Just, you know, I kind of ate an expeditionary tank for breakfast. Oh wow, that is a lot of just scratched up paint. Get you in that under turret. Nope. Ha! Tagger it. That's not good. Oh wow, the fox and one of the WZs died. And I'm gonna be next if that bagel panzer gets a shot at me. Jesus. Why did you stop shooting at the one that's killing me? Ow. Oh, get the gun back down. Let's take you out with my barely running tank. Ooh! It's so beat up. I'm so much pain. Yeah, side armor on this thing, super thin. Getting penetrated by a bagel at high angle still. Shit. WZ-1224, everyone. I did not get top of the heap. I didn't get as many spots or assists, but I did get the most damage. I claim that spot. I also got target. Yeah, I definitely got target. I took a lot of hits. How much damage did we mitigate this time? 6,400 damage mitigated. It's got some good frontal armor, but you really have to face the front towards them. So that is the WZ-1224. If you found this video helpful, or if you did actually like it and have a good time, please hit the like button. If you didn't hit the dislike button, let me know. If you'd like to see more stuff about Fiaura, subscribe. I put out stuff every day for you guys, all the time. I do live streams, usually 3-4 times a week now. If you would like to support the channel, you can do so through Patreon, or you can check out the sponsor at the end of the video by clicking on the ad and going to their website. Either way, perfectly fine if you want to support. If you don't, I give my content away for free anyway. In the meantime, from my house to yours, this is Fiaura, officially signing out for right now, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye, guys. I don't know how, but the weasel's a submarine. And the best thing to kill a weasel is another weasel. Let's just face it. Let's just be honest with ourselves. Goodbye, weasel. Alright, at number 9, we have the Sheridan. Because the Sheridan is kind of like that tank that you think you won your fight, and then a Sheridan shows up and goes, by the way, you didn't actually win. That's kind of how it works. You think you won, but you really didn't.